This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Monday, the 31st of March. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather much calmer this afternoon, the sky beginning to clear. And the big headline for the rest of the week, the warmest weather so far this year. We could be flirting with record highs by Thursday and Friday, but then next week, the weather turns sharply colder. Always interesting this time of the year, never a dull moment. So here's the upper air look across the country and the wave that brought the showers and thunderstorms earlier today, moving on to the east. And again, we're starting to see some breaks in the overcast, but still a lot of clouds across the state. That's the visible satellite view. But these storms are out of the state. They are now in eastern Georgia and North Florida, and the rain will be ending in southeast Alabama soon. Temperatures are mostly in the 60s. These observations were captured about 1 o'clock, going a little early today. Many spots will likely see low to mid-70s before the day is done. Technically, there is a severe thunderstorm watch for southeast Alabama, but the storms have moved out of the state, and there's no additional risk of any severe storms here for the rest of today and tonight. The main threat is well to the east, across parts of Georgia and the Carolinas, where there's an enhanced risk of severe storms through tonight. Tomorrow, we have a risk of severe storms from the Rio Grande up to Des Moines and Chicago, a small enhanced risk over parts of Kansas. And then on day 3, which is Wednesday, we have a risk of severe storms from Texas to the Great Lakes, including an enhanced risk from near Shreveport to Chicago, Indianapolis, Detroit, and Cleveland. And this risk clips the northwestern corner of Alabama. And understand, there's a real chance most of Alabama sees no rain at all Wednesday or Wednesday night as an upper ridge builds in. That should deflect the main storminess well to the west and north of the state. But there might be a stray storm that could creep into the northwestern corner of Alabama. And if that happens, they could pack a punch. You can see that large hatched area, meaning the chance of significant severe weather in place mainly for areas north and west of Alabama. So here's a look at rain for the next 7 days. Rain amounts. Now, this includes the amounts we saw today. And many spots had 2 inches of rain today. But the totals between now and Monday morning of next week, 2 to 3 inches for North Alabama, 1 to 2 inches for South Alabama. Our next really meaningful rain event here will most likely be on Sunday as the weekend wraps up. In fact, we'll take a look at the dailies. Model fans. This is the GFS, the 12Z run. This is valid tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. New trough in the western states. And down below that, a surface low forms, very deep surface low that's over southwestern Nebraska. It's going to be a very windy day across the southern plain states, and storms will likely initiate on the dry line tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. But Alabama's weather looks good. Should be a sunny day with highs mostly in the 70s. So this is Wednesday, and again, we've got that deep surface low that's over Minnesota, snow north and west of the low. A trailing front, a secondary surface low that's over Arkansas, and as an upper ridge begins to build, that most likely will keep the main storminess north and west of the state. Having said that, there might be a storm that would creep into the northwestern corner of the state. Now, this is the high-resolution NAM, 3-kilometer NAM, valid Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock. And you can see nothing showing up over Alabama. And that is a very real possibility. It doesn't rain a drop. The storm's holding north and west of the state like that. Where they do form, we should mention in Arkansas, they could be severe. They'll have the chance of all modes of severe weather. But the day very warm, highs in the 80s here, mid-80s, with a pretty decent amount of sunshine. And I'd say just an outside chance of an afternoon shower or storm over the northwestern corner of the state. And of course, when you get up in the mid-80s, the instability values jump up. However, with warm air aloft with the ridge, that should cap us off. And really the same thing on Thursday. The better chance of any storms north and west of Alabama, from Texas up through the Ohio Valley. And again, they could see some severe storms on Thursday, but around here, the story is record warmth. We're expecting upper 80s. In some spots, maybe touching 90 degrees for the first time this year. How about that for a 90 in early April? That will not be the earliest 90 on record, by the way, if that happens. We had a 90 on the 27th of March, 1901. So this is Friday, same thing, near record warmth, highs in the upper 80s. I mean, you're going to think it's summertime here, with a better chance of showers and storms north and west of the state. And really on Saturday, it's the same thing. The upper ridge holding, showers and storms holding north and west of the state. And again, for places like Little Rock and Louisville, Evansville, Paducah, they could see a whole lot of rain as this stagnant pattern for them continues. But then on Sunday, the ridge breaks down. That allows a surface front to come in here with a good chance of showers and thunderstorms. At the moment, it's not looking like a severe weather event, but we're still, 6 days out. This could change. Highs go back in the 70s. And then on Monday, the weather should be noticeably cooler, a very deep vortex over eastern Canada. And if that's right, we're cool and dry with highs in the low 60s. That'll be a 25-degree drop from the upper 80s that we're going to see late this week and early in the weekend. And that could set the stage for some type of late-season frost or maybe a light freeze toward the middle of that week. Let's go out 10 days. This is Thursday, April 10th, troughing off the Atlantic coast. And again, we're cool and dry. We'll check rain for Birmingham. This is coming off the GFS ensemble. The mean a little over 3 inches between now and the 15th of April. And check out the roller coaster ride here on the NBM National Blend of Models. We've got 75 tomorrow, upper 80s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Wow. But then we go into the low and mid 60s by Monday and Tuesday. And this is for Birmingham. I can understand many North Alabama communities will likely be well down in the 30s by the middle of next week with a chance of a late season frost or even a late season freeze. So growers beware. And let's see. This is the 8 to 14 day guidance from yesterday. Let's see if it's come in today. And it has. So let me drop it in the set here and we'll all see it change together. This is the brand new 8 to 14 day guidance. This is for April 8th through April 14th. And once again, we are solidly in the blue, meaning temperatures below average here, above average out west. So for most of the state, the day was kind of calm, but down in southeast Alabama, things really started to get active around the lunch hour. This was around 12:30 today, and this is a tornado that was seen from the Dothan Regional Airport. The airport is north of Dothan. It's basically where Dale, Henry, and Houston counties come together, not too far from Midland City. And there was a tornado warning in effect for Henry County. It looked like that was headed right for Headland, but thankfully it dissipated before reaching Headland. And I've not heard of any specific damage from that one, but of course we had a separate tornado, not that one, but another one that came through Dothan. And this caused a good bit of damage at Dothan Preparatory School. And we understand that there were 2 minor injuries to students. But other than that, everybody was fine. And again, this happened between 12:30 and 1 o'clock. I was doing a live stream when this happened. The signature just popped up really quickly. And then it went away really quickly on the other side of Dothan. And Panama City had a pretty rough ride. This is the line of storms coming through Panama City this afternoon. Very strong winds there. But again, all of this is out of here. And again, as the ridge builds, it sure looks like the better chance of any severe weather will stay north and west of Alabama for the latter half of the week. But of course, as we always do, we'll watch things very carefully. So it had no school program today. It was scheduled to be down at Mathis Elementary in Foley today, but obviously with the active weather, we had to move that to next Monday. Tomorrow going to be at Vinemont Elementary School up in Cullman County, and then Springville Christian Academy in St. Clair County. Wednesday, Forest Oaks Elementary in Chelsea. And then after that, a program for these patients and their families at Children's of Alabama. Thursday, Eclectic Elementary School, and then a safety program at Southern Union, their Opelika campus. Friday, I've got Bluff Park Elementary School, and then Ascension Episcopal Day School. And there will be no book signing this week, but again, we had an amazing crowd at Scottsboro this past Saturday. Just an incredible group, and we had a great time there. And don't forget tonight's Weather Brains. Every Monday night, our weather party, episode 1002. 7 o'clock Central Time on the YouTube, the Weather Brains YouTube channel, youtube.com/weatherbrains, and a lot to talk about. And don't forget to watch us on the television side this evening, right over here in Studio A, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a marvelous evening, and God bless.